And amongst control we have left.
From high in the night sky above the nation's capital, down flashes a shooting megastar on a mission of mercy. Zeroing in on her rooftop helipad, bearing priceless gifts of caring and sharing, she touches down to touch the hearts of her celebrity guests who tremble in anticipation in her luxury penthouse below. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Dame Edna Experience with Dame Edna Everidge.
Well, I've done it again, haven't I? I've certainly touched the nation's funny bone in a big way. All week, letters and tele-messages and faxes and flowers have flooded in expressing the nation's gratitude, and the same word keeps repeating itself. People keep saying they were tickled to bits to see me back on TV. And people said, you really tickled our family's fancy. And that is spooky, possums, because even when I was a schoolgirl, just beginning to grow hair that I could sit on, I was known as Tickle Beasley. That's what I was called. I was the best tickler in the school. Even senior girls implored me. They said, tickle me, Edna, because I could reach little nooks and crannies that no one else could put their finger on. I call it the E spot. It is the Edna spot. It's that little sensitive zone that responds to me and to me alone. But amongst the avalanche of letters that came to me was one from a little old couple who watched TV all the time. They said to me that they love TV comedy, but they said the problem is that the husband laughs at Norman Wisdom and the wife at Charlie Drake. They were insane, as a matter of fact. But they, bless their little hearts, but they said when they saw my show for the first time in their married life, they achieved simultaneous paroxysms. They did. So that's very thrilling and wonderfully gratifying for me. But there's only one person on this planet who doesn't seem to have an E-spot, and that is Madge Alsop, my old friend and bridesmaid. Hello, Madge. No, look at her. Please don't give her sympathy. It's passive aggression, that is. It is. That woman is hostile. It's dumb insolence. I made a simple request, Madge. I made it this morning. I said, sweep the crumbs from your side of the bed. You know what she said to me? She said, do it yourself. I said, don't speak to a megastar like that. She said, don't talk to a cult figure like that. She thinks she is a cult figure. And now she's making me talk about her. You see how cunning she is? She's dominating this show. She is a wicked woman. Ignore her, because I have much more important people to talk to you about and to introduce to you wonderful house guests in this luxury penthouse of mine. Vivienne Westwood, this exciting avant-garde designer. And then Derek Jameson, ace communicator, the communicator of the future, I would say. And last but by no means least, that gorgeous chanteuse, Liza Minnelli. But first, my wonderful house guest and super swat, Magnus Magnuson! Darling, over here. Gorgeous. Just there, Magnus. The badge, Madge, the badge. Thank you, darling. Darling, there we are, Maggie. Now, I have to say to you, you shouldn't have touched that wall hanging as you came down. I'm sorry, but it's very... No, don't worry. It's very valuable, that's all. And I'm insured against fire and flood and all kinds of disasters, but not Vikings, I'm afraid. Oh, Magnus Magnuson. It's an old Icelandic name, isn't it?
That is so, yes. It's an old Scandinavian name.
I'm very interested in this part of the world. The diet, of course, is... as kiddies, we used to think you all lived on blubber. I had a vision of blubber sandwiches and that type of thing. I'm sure that's not so.
Not entirely.
What kind of little culinary specialities do they have there?
Well, we have to assume that there's a normal range of actual food you can eat. But we have a lot of specialities based on the time when Iceland was economically very depressed, and you had to eat every part of an animal because you couldn't afford to waste anything. Every single part. So, one of our great delicacies is sheep's heads, which are served, they're sawn in half, they're served on the plate with the little eye winking at you, and you eat that. That's very nice. Dried fish is excellent. It's like eating a recently dead tree for half the time, but the taste comes out later.
I thought your room smelt a bit funny, Matt.
I did bring some dried fish. Excellent stuff. And then, of course, we also have the offal of most animals, sweetbreads and things. But our real speciality, well, berried shark. We bury shark for several weeks to get the ammonia out of it. You know, it still pongs a little bit, but it tastes delicious.
Sure.
And finally, the pièce de résistance that we give to really special guests. So they are a mixture of ram's scrota and lamb's testicles.
This is a family show, man. May I assume that it's a very special treat? On a special occasion, your mother would serve up something like that, would she?
Oh, yes, indeed, she would.
And she'd be probably pretty disappointed if you little kiddies didn't eat it when you got home from school.
Yes, she would.
I mean, I think I'd probably just push it around my plate a bit, I'm afraid.
No, they're very good for the hormones.
Oh, are they?
Yes, they are.
So your mother never said, eat up, stop playing with your testicles. But you are Iceland's greatest export, Magnus. Apart, of course, I suppose, from Father Christmas and those Vikings.
The Vikings, yes.
Well,
We exported Vikings, although we came at the end of the Viking Age, in a way. The Vikings are our main claim to fame, I would say.
Would you say they'd had a bad press?
They
I think they had.
They did have rather a bad press because at that time, the only people who were writing for the Daily Express at the time were monks. And monks were the rich guys, you know, all the churches were basically the banks in the community. So any Viking worth his salt would realize in a very short time that a good raid on a church was a very sound economic proposition. And so they did raid the churches a little bit, and they found a lot of stuff that fell off the back of longships. And they did tend to... They've always enjoyed the company of beautiful women.
Of course, you've been married for, what, 36 years and 4 kiddies?
Yes.
And to the same wife?
Yes, indeed.
What went wrong, darling? What went wrong? No. Well, that was me being a bit clever. In fact, it's beautiful, and you're a lovely person. I want to turn the tables on you, though, little clever clogs, because I'm very mean to do this. I'm going to take you a little bit off your guard, I'm afraid, but why not? I'm going to ask you some specialist questions on a specialist subject. And I must... oh, look at him. His little eyes went blank for a minute. Now, the subject of this specialist quiz is going to be me. Your name, please.
Magnus Magnusson.
Occupation.
Broadcaster.
Your specialised subject.
The life
You have 2 minutes on the life and times. 2 minutes on the life and times of Dame Edna Everidge. Starting. Now, what was my full maiden name?
Edna May Beasley.
Correct. What was my father's occupation?
A vacuum cleaner salesman.
Correct. What optional attachment did he once surprise my mother with?
A crevice nozzle.
Correct. When I was a kiddie, I would sit in a secluded nook amongst the reeds, my skirt pulled well up, doing something. What was it?
Catching yabbies.
And?
Doodling on your thigh.
Correct. Who squired me to a ball when I was 16?
Sir Les Patterson.
No. What? The answer is Les Patterson. He wasn't knighted for another 40 years. What was written on the scrap of paper that the Queen pressed into my hand in the line-up backstage at the London Palladium? I'll have to hurry you.
Thank you for a marvellous evening, Your Royal Highness.
No. There was just simply the one word, help. And at the end of your specialised subject, you've scored 11 points and no passes. After the break, Derek Jameson and Vivian Westwood. On Magnus's bedside table, my autobiography. You've been cheating. I thought you knew all of those things, darling.
Just homework, dear. Homework.
Hello, Dame Edna Everidge, housewife superstar.
Hello, Dame Edna, it's Vivian.
Oh, Vivian Westwood. Come on up, Possum.
All right, OK.
Top floor.
Top floor, all right.
Darling. I had a fax the other day from a very old friend of mine, Rupert Murdoch, who's a sort of newsagent in a way, or a glorified one. And Rupert said that he had a little employee on Sky Channel who was absolutely hopeless. He said, would I teach him a few lessons, give him a bit of grooming, polish up the rough edges, because he was a bit of a rough diamond born on the wrong side of the tracks, but with a heart of gold and potential. So I have done just that thing. I've taken him into my home and I've been buffing him up a little. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce my pupil, Derek Jameson. I have to teach him a lesson, I'm afraid. I told him that was lesson number 1, not to maul the macrame. Now, I warned you, fiddling around. 1 minute he's walking down the stairs, next minute he was sucked off into oblivion. However, he was an awful house guest. You know, the type of man who always leaves the seat up. I'm sorry. I doubt if that surprises any of my viewers. Well, the indicator on my elevator tells me that my next guest will be here in a few moments. Well, she's been hailed by Women's Wear Daily as one of the top 6 couturiers in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, that spooky but talented couturier, Vivian Westwood! Viv. Well, what a striking little figure you are, Viv. Rather raunchy little possum, too. Magnus is giving you a rather strange old vibe. The badge, Madge, the badge. Oh, dear, you've reached the pinnacle of success, haven't you? It's been a magical story. I mean, you're up there now with Christian Lacroix and Montana and Yves and Maron and my son Kenny, one designer Magnus. But there have been... It hasn't all been success, has it? Any more than it has for me, Viv.
Well, it's always a struggle, yes.
It is.
Yes.
There was a time when you were almost starving, rooting and scrabbling around in Clapham Common. She has been. You've been peckish and peccant, no doubt. Do you remember those days? Or have you blacked out on them?
No, it is true, because there are a lot of fruit trees on Clapham Common.
And that's not generally known, is it?
And I used to pick plums, apples, blackberries. And this is before I started designing, when my children were little. And we used to go round the gardens of derelict houses and find quite a lot of produce there.
You must be pretty good knowing what you can eat and what you can't. Did you ever sort of bite on an old ring pull or something?
On a what?
A ring pull. I know it sounds a bit horrible,
slow.
doesn't it? But horrible things that on cans of beer and that sort of thing.
Yes, yes.
That's a ring pull. Now, you know, you'll probably turn one into a frock. Do that? No. No, but I say that because Vivian invented a style which was very dramatic and very revolutionary, didn't you, called...
You're absolutely right. I should remember ring punks, what is it?
Pulls.
Pulls, because people used to pin them on their punk rock clothing.
Now you've become the ultra-conservative, haven't you, Vivian? But I must say, I often wondered how that little punk style really happened. I mean, with the safety pins. Remember those? I had a picture of you when you had your little bubbers changing their nappies. You know how we girls, when we're changing our little bubbers, terry-toweling nappies, we put the pins now out. I thought you probably were so hungry you accidentally... That's delirious. You stuck the pin through your nose and Malcolm said, wait, hold it, Viv. That's a gas. Something like that. Probably not. But you've moved on from the days of rubber. What was so attractive about rubber clothing, Viv?
Well, it was subversive at the time because no one else was wearing it for day wear, we thought.
No.
And it was very sexy. I used to go around in black rubber stockings and a pink rubber negligee.
Did you? How clammy that must have been. I know that... Well, in a way, my mother was a bit avant-garde. She always had a rubber undersheet. She did. And a hot water bottle. And I suppose the closest the general public came to it was the hot water bottle and the Wellington boot, really. But you extended it into all kinds of things. Did you ever get trapped in any of your own clothes?
Well, rubber is really very, very pleasant to wear unless you're in an extreme temperature. And I remember bopping in a hot dance hall and actually bopping and squelching at the same time.
So there is a side to rubber that you wouldn't recommend to people. I have a vision of Madge struggling into a pair of rubber panties. Accidentally treading on the gusset, she could catapult herself out the window. She could. However, what are your inspirations now, though? You're not looking to safety pins and rubber. Do you turn to history for your fashion ideas?
Yes, I do, yes.
Where?
Well, I'm looking at classical Greece all the time.
Are you? My favourite period these days, I chop and change a bit, is the Weimar Republic. There was a spooky period in the world's history, I'm afraid, a period of cultural efflorescence, I think is the word, Maggie, but soon to be stamped on by the Nazis. And funnily enough, there was a famous film called Cabaret, and I was invited. Christopher Isherwood, who wrote some stories about Berlin, rang me up one day, about 1972, and he said, would I play the lead in his movie Cabaret, based on his stories? And I accepted. It was a big thrill, a big step for me. And then my husband, Norm, had the first of his major urological explosions. And after that, I had to go back to Australia and I couldn't do it. And I said, well, who else have you auditioned? I said, the runner-up, give her the part. An unknown, a comparative unknown. They did, and that comparative unknown, Vivian Westwood and Magnus Magnuson, is with me in this beautiful apartment. I mean, of course, my glamorous house guest, favourite person, Liza Minnelli! House guest, you are.
Well, thank you.
In the kitchen, too. You rinse before you stack. That's what I like about you. Since you've been staying with me, Liza, my beloved, you've been humming a gorgeous little tune around the home.
Oh, yes, you like that?
Beautiful. A little melancholy and very catchy and very lovely. Could you sing it for me?
Oh, of course. I'd do anything for you. You know that.
I'd love you to sing it for me now. Ladies and gentlemen, Liza with her new hit single.
If this is a ghetto, I'm in it with you. If it's just a prison, I'm locked in it too. I tried to leave you, but after all that we had said, I went to pieces when I should have shouted and screamed instead. So sorry, I said. Your powers of persuasion, those quizzical eyes, have tired and tied me with innocent guile. I would have walked out, and after all the tears we shed, I should have stalked out, gone and painted the town bright red, but instead, so sorry, I said. How tough it gets. Don't talk to me about it. To pay off your debts, I worked on overtime, and you say you never believed in luck. If you need a reason, consider me mad, an old retainer, loyal and sad. I bought my freedom, but after all that we had shared, I couldn't leave you. Think of the skins I'd have to shed instead. So sorry, I said. So sorry, I said. So sorry, I said.
beautiful. There we are. Oh, after the break, I'll be talking to this apologetic little songbird. I'm sorry, but I will. That was a beautiful song, beautifully sung. And it's lovely to see it coming to such beautiful fruition now, my dearest Liza. Manelli. I was putting an extra syllable. Manelli.
Manelli. Listen, it's lucky that my parents didn't call me Nellie, because then it would have had to be Nellie Manelli, which would have been twice as hard.
Well, there are ground rules, and you remind me in this show.
Right.
You said, parents, sorry, we're not talking about your I'm sorry.
All right.
Liza, I know you want to, but we're not going. We're not talking about your aunties, your uncles, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. They're not getting so much as a look in on this interview. I know you're disappointed. Her little face fell because she was longing to talk about her family, but we're going to be talking about you. You're my guest, and you're the special person for me. But you are a beautiful house guest. You really are. And I want to hear about your home, because you've admired mine.
Well, yes, I do. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And we have, I think, the same taste. Yes. My apartment in New York, my husband and I have a very modern apartment, and we also...
modern?
Yes, it's beautiful. And we also like artwork, like you do. My husband's a sculptor.
Oh, beautiful. I've heard that. I long, when I come to New York, to have a look at his work.
Well, your room is ready for you whenever you get there.
Thank you, my darling. You're so sweet. We're on the Megastars network. I have... This is this Andy Warhol of mine. I don't like it. I've seen the one of yours on the exhibition. I even prefer it. But there's something, you know, it's spooky, isn't it? I frankly thought he was a little bit spooky. I never saw the point of it. Him, I never did.
He was a little bit spooky, wasn't he?
It's creepy, in my opinion. I'd say, you know, and I'd say it to his face. Well, no, I wouldn't, as a matter of fact. I'll say this. He did a lot of portraits from photographs, but he didn't even use a snap. He did that on a telephone conversation. Someone describing me who didn't even know me very well. I mean, there's a bit of Marilyn Monroe there, too, isn't there?
On a telephone conversation?
Well, that's all. And look at it. The eyes I hate. I love your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
I do, and those beautiful lashes. I'm so envious of you, Liza.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You know something? The lady who makes... Because some of these are false, right? Oh, listen, it's the effort that counts. It's the effort that counts, right? Well, I mean, you get all done up, and you have to sort of be glamorous and stuff like that. Besides, it's fun. But and the lady who makes these makes them for Cher, and I'm having some made for you. I've ordered them.
I'd adore some. Wouldn't I look gorgeous in eyelashes like this?
She makes Dolly Parton's eyelashes.
I'm glad you told me this, because I think I found one of your eyelashes in the bath the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen, I rolled up a copy of the Financial Times and beat it to death because I thought it had crawled out of the plug, Liza. Are they transplants? I mean, do people... I hate to say this, but in accidents, I mean... Are these rushed to you when they're still warm?
No, you just throw them on and throw them off.
You don't have to carry a little donor card saying, in the event of a tragedy...
Send to Cher.
Send to Cher. Oh, dear. You love shoes. Now, you've got one little chain around there.
Yes. This is something that I bought. These are cowboy boots because I'm an American and I thought I would just come on with a little bit of my country. You have an awful lot of shoes. I saw them upstairs.
I do. I love shoes as much as you do, but they're very conventional ones, like these lovely ones that I wear.
But they're specially made. I mean, they're beautiful boots.
Yes, they are. They're made.
They're gold.
They're beautiful. They're not real gold, but they're very, very pretty.
They're not real gold.
Well, I don't like to you know, attract attention to my feet. I have large feet. I'm a bit self-conscious about them.
Oh.
And I was once bitten by a dog on the foot. Oh. Dogs like shoes, you know.
Yes, oh, I know. Actually, my dog didn't bite my shoes. My dog bit my dresser once. I found this terrific dog. You've met my other dog, Lily.
Oh,
but I found
Lily.
Lily's so sweet. She sends her love to you.
Oh.
At any rate, I had a dog once called Ocho that I found in Puerto Rico. And he was kind of a bum. But I said, you want to go to New York? You want to be in a penthouse? Come with me. So I took this dog with me to New York, and my father said he was the best imitation of a dog he'd ever seen. But he was really...
Keep your father out of this. I'm not talking about your family.
I'm sorry. Well, he was like Clifton Webb reincarnated, this dog. He was so
Mr.
elegant.
Belvedere,
Yes.
Clifton Webb.
It was a wonderful, wonderful man.
Adored him.
At any rate, I had a dresser, and we were in Florida. And this lady weighed about... it must have been 500 pounds. She was an enormous woman. And I said to her, I hadn't met her before, and I said, listen, don't touch the dog, whatever you do. I just don't touch the dog. I've just gotten him, and I'm not sure. And she said, I love dogs, and dogs love me, and I love kids, and kids love me. And I said, fine, but don't touch the dog. And she went right up behind the dog and grabbed its head and shook it, and the dog went... Now, I said, see, you touched the dog. What can I tell you? And I took her to the hospital, and she was all right. Of course. You know, she got snapped at. 7 years later, when Cabaret came out, she sued me. She waited, and I had to get a lawyer for the dog and go to court, and it was just awful.
She didn't win a cent.
She won!
She won?
Well, you know what she said? She could do a 7-second change and that the dog had ruined her career. Dame Edna, the woman couldn't get out of a chair in 7 seconds.
So you had to work to pay this woman off?
I did.
Ghastly.
I did.
What about the dog? I would have given that a smack on the botty.
I took him, I had his teeth taken out. I did. I went and picked him up. He looked at me and said, thanks.
My bridesmaid.
Yes?
I was giving her a vitamin tablet one night, and she bit me, nearly bit my finger off, as a matter of fact, and I had all her teeth taken out. I did. After that, well, it was no more oral medicines for Madge, I'm afraid. It was nil by mouth, as far as I was concerned. I caught her once, by the way. I burst into the bathroom, and she was administering a cough lozenge.
Really?
I said, Madge, by the time that works its way up to your throat, you'll be better. But I'll say this, no, please, Another thing, I help a lot of people. I don't just help them with the wonderful therapy of laughter. I'm not a professional comedian or an actress. But there's something about me. I spread a little bit of happiness. I try to anyway.
I'll say.
And I try to do people a good turn and not get found out, Liza. And I happen to know that you do too. I happen to know there are marvellous little things you do no one knows about. A little elderly couple that this woman helped. She gave them a world trip, ladies and gentlemen. She gave a little, sad little elderly couple a world trip. How about that? You did. Yes. Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. You did. And that took you by surprise, didn't it?
Certainly did.
Oh, you were so good to them. And you gave them occupational therapy, didn't you? Instead of making moccasins and things, you put them onto a stage and got them to sing ditties, didn't you? They were gorgeous. Did you tuck them up in bed afterwards?
No, I was always the first to leave. They would hang out till dawn.
I don't know how people can do that.
I don't know. They're so strong. Both Frank and Sammy, besides being talented and nice and generous,
Fabulous.
are strong.
And almost family.
Yes. Oh, they are.
So we won't talk about them. Well, I love to party a little bit. Tonight I'm on an up. I feel like going out to dinner. Is there a nice Icelandic restaurant that you could recommend, Magnus?
Not for the things you're looking for.
I hope we could go out and have a ball later on. Never mind. You'll understand that later.
All right.
Let's get into our glad rags. Well, I'm in mine. What have you got in that bag? Where's that bag of yours? Did you make me a lovely dress, Vivian?
Dame Edna, I wouldn't dream of making you a dress unless you would agree to cooperate on the design.
Of course I would.
Yeah, because I just think you have your own personal chic, and I couldn't tamper with that unless you worked with me on it. So I made an outfit for Madge.
An outfit for Madge also? Oh, thanks a bunch, Viv. I don't think the fig leaf look would suit me exactly, Liza. Well, where is Madge Allsop anyway? She's not here. Madge! Well, I forgive you, Vivian. Madge has got the frock she deserves. No, she looks gorgeous. And you know, deep down, I have a very soft spot for that woman. There's a person I walked down the aisle with, Liza. Once upon a long time ago, Viv. Someone that I still share a tear and a smile with. Now the flush of my youth has ceased to glow. Oh, Liza, I'm not the easiest girl to get along with. It's amazing that we've never come to blows. But at least I've got someone I come on strong with. So I'm lucky, I suppose, in the soulmate that I chose. My bridesmaid and I, together we try to share each other's load down life's weary road. My bridesmaid and I met also then. We hardly ever agree, and yet together we seem a two-woman team as close as can be. When I had the shingles, she had them as well. When I ran the temperature, she's hot. Since the far-off wedding day, when she caught my bouquet, she catches everything I've got. People say that she's shy. Kenny claims that she's fine. But we do everything together, my bridesmaid and I. When she goes to the bathroom, she leaves a path of devastation like D-Day. I don't mind her stubble all round the bar, but she throws her old blades in the V-Day. Oh, Madge, really, darling? Yet somehow she scrapes by. Possums don't ask me why.